You hear me?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hold on. Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on. 489, Tammy, Ann, or Marky, if y'all in there, if your courier comes, call me. Is they in there? Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Hey, oh, I forgot I was live.
That's all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And today is April 20th, 2022. Good morning, Ama. Happy 420. Neil will be joining. I'll be popping in and out on us today. And today's show will be on medical marijuana. If you don't know, today is 420. Today is the first day that it was signed in the legislation statewide in California, Denver, Phoenix, Washington State, Oregon, Wyoming, and Montana, Oklahoma, and I think that's it. We're the first states to sign legislation to decriminalize marijuana, which it should have never been criminalized in the first place. It should have been used for its rightful purpose. It's medicine. It has no endorphins or any kind of receptors that makes marijuana physically or mentally addictive. The only thing addictive about it is the person's own personality, but it's not like if an opiate drug is used, if you don't get it and you've been taking it for over a week, you'll be sick. You'll be throwing up. You'll have symptoms like you have a cold. Your nose will be running. You'll have diarrhea. You'll have a fever. And it's actually painful to the body. But marijuana can be concentrated to the point where it can be used for pain medication. It can be used for a medication for people who have schizophrenic episodes, panic attacks, anxiety, nervousness. It's good for a lot of conditions. Arthritis.
They knew this a long time ago.
Yeah, stomach ailments, and it's different stages that you would use this. And even people who have what do you call them? Epileptic seizures. If you have seizures, you can use this to calm it down. They even created a strain for children that has very little THC, but is very high in CBD. And the difference between CBD and THC is like night and day. CBD will have a relaxing, calming effect, but it doesn't give you the euphoric lift like THC. THC is you know, you silly and just
What you eating?
it puts you in give you the munchies.
Right.
Hungry, happy,
Right.
sleepy are the symptoms.
Hungry, happy, and sleepy.
Yep. Now, if you're doing something, then you won't be tired unless you're taking something concentrated. Let me give you an example.
You got examples for us this morning. Good morning, Alma and Divine.
Hey, good morning, Lee. Let me see if I can pick a piece up. This right here in my finger is the keef off of marijuana. That right there is like the pollen off of marijuana, but it's not pollen. It's actually the frosted crystals, that the sticky formula, which holds the pollen to it so that the plant can be fertilized. I mean, not fertilized, but T, what you call it when you impregnate somebody?
Impregnated.
Yeah, but
pollinate.
Pollinated. Thank you. You have to excuse me. That's another symptom of it. Sometimes words will be lost.
That ain't a symptom of that. That's a symptom of him just having an empty mind in the first damn place, y'all. Look, he trying to blame it on the weed. Don't blame it on the weed. Blame it on the
I ain't had no alcohol.
COVID.
Yeah, it might be that too.
That is what it is. Have you been listening to the news about all the seniors how they've been forgetting how they got a lot of stuff? I'm sitting up here like this, you guys. I got clothes and everything else. I'm working actually, but it was a little cool up here this morning. They have a lot of seniors now who are starting to have a lot of issues. Those who have had COVID it was on this thing talking about it yesterday. I was listening to it a little bit. I didn't get it fully. About them, dementia is setting in a lot quicker in Alzheimer's, and so what they've noticed is that those who have had COVID are the ones where it's accelerating a lot quicker.
Well, I'm getting me in the Nagey and flush it right on out of my system.
Exactly.
And COVID can.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know you. I feel you. I just had me a big old nice cup of 16 ounces of my mucus cleanse this morning. I just felt so good. I was like, oh, this is so good. You really don't even need honey.
This is what she had this morning. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That was me.
Look, don't believe the hype, y'all. I'm working in the morning. Look, but I had that mucus cleanse this morning. It was delicious. I had just a little bit of honey in it, just like a teaspoonful. That was it. It was so good. It was. I was just relicking in the flavor and all of that, and just the feel. But this Alzheimer's thing they're talking about, back to that with COVID, they said those what they've noticed and they're starting to notate and document are those seniors past 60, past 60 in the 65 and 60 and then in their 70s and all are the ones where they see it's showing that their dementia is accelerating more so, advancing more so into
that mucus is working. It's breaking it up. You was doing that last time you was drinking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it pulls whatever's in your body. It's gonna pull it up. It could be mucus in your arm. It could be mucus anywhere around.
Mucus can be in your blood.
Yep, and it can
according to Dr. Sabi.
Yeah, It is in your blood.
Yeah.
He ain't lying. And it can be in your pockets, like the pockets with your joints. Mucus sets up there a lot, and it'll pull it out from wherever it's hiding in your body. It could be in your back. But back to this enzyme, Alzheimer's. That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, those who have, are contracting dementia now after having COVID, they're saying that it is accelerating the process a lot quicker from in the dementia states into the Alzheimer's states. It was interesting to listen to that yesterday, and I wasn't able to watch it and listen to it all, but it was interesting to hear what they were saying, about how they need to start exercising more. That was one of the things they said. I heard that. I was like, they probably need this alkaline. They not this alkaline water, but this enagic water. Let's keep it real. They have an alkaline states 8.5, 9.5 on there. But enagic water is not just alkaline water. It's ionized water. It's electric water. So I said, they do need to exercise. They need to change their diet. And they also need to have some electric water going through their head and their body. I'm just going to keep it real. They really do.
Did you know ionization is very important?
Mm-hmm.
Did you radiation from things that are ionized?
Mm-hmm.
I just found that out last night.
Really? How did you find that out?
Because I was watching a program on the Anunnaki, and when they had came to the planet to harvest gold, they ionized it, because the reason that they left Nibiru to come here was to collect gold to protect their planet from the sun, and ionized gold reflects the radiation from the sun.
Yep. You're right. And so
morning, JB. JB said mucus in your blood is a bad thing. Very bad.
Yeah, it is. Mucus in your blood is a very bad. It is. Because once your blood contracts, holds mucus, that's spreading through your whole body. Remember, your blood pumps through your whole
that means you have like snot in your blood, and it's going into your heart. You know how thick it is when it's in your nasal passages. Yep. Imagine that's in your blood at a micro level.
And then just think about the clotting.
Yeah.
Because it
slows it down. It's thick.
It's thick. So yeah. Hey Karen, good morning. So yeah, and John.
Is that why people need blood thinners, JB?
Yeah, of course he would know, right?
Yeah.
Nurse of cardiology.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, let us know, is that why a lot of blood thinning, they have blood clots? The thinning is for the blood clot.
Or is that to break the platelets down in the blood? We're gonna have to have JB on the show when next time I
would love to have him on the show to talk about the things, the medications that they put people on, and for the reasons and why, and what is the purpose of it, and what could it do. Are there also
all things concerning the heart?
Right. And also are there alternatives?
He said no. The mucus don't have nothing to do with the blood thinners. Yeah.
The blood thinners have a lot to do with the
strength of your heart
and stuff. Yeah. And getting the blood flow, the flow of the blood going into the heart, and
making it thinner so it can go to extremities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drink that ionized water. It's got oxygen, it's electric and alkaline. Yep. It'll open all that stuff up.
Yep. It's oxygen, electric, and ionized. Aren't you glad your mom liked the water?
Mm-hmm.
This is everybody. I got to tell you guys a little bit about it. We weren't even intentional about talking about the water today, but we can talk about the water too. But his mom never.
This is wisdom.
Yeah, this is wisdom. His mom told his mom did not like drinking the water. So the doctor was like,
she couldn't drink the water. It wasn't like she didn't
was having problems.
She was having trouble drinking the water because it's so heavy.
So she was doing what she thought she was doing what she could, but not enough.
Exactly.
So even though it could have been enough, but it was the fact that it was the wrong water for her, and it was not being absorbed by her cells. And so his mom got my water, as we told y'all yesterday, and she likes the water. She really likes the
She
water.
wasn't drinking 20 ounces of water a day.
And
when you do
that's
that and you're dehydrated, your heart has to work 4 or 5 times harder when you're dehydrated.
Yep.
You can actually have a heart attack or a stroke from not drinking enough or having enough fluid in your body.
Well, that's why they tell you at night to drink a cup of water before you go to bed, about
Yep.
half an hour before you go to bed. A lot of people are like, I don't want to be paying through the night. Well, you know,
drink real water and it'll be in your body and it won't be just going straight to your bladder to be flushed
right.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to get up and pee in the middle of the night. I mean, I want y'all to know that.
When you lay down and your heart gets level with your feet, it's going to pump the fluid off of your body faster than when you're walking around in the daytime. So when you lay down, you going to have to get up to go to pee, especially when you get over 40 to 50 years old. Man, we need JB on here.
JB, you ready to come on here and give us some wisdom?
JB say they use blood thinners for procedures and also to prevent clots in patients with cardiac problems.
Yeah. Like with my mom when she had congestive heart failure and all that too. She was having.
Hey, good morning, Edith Rogers, and happy 420 to you.
Yes. Today,
I am celebrating.
Today, everybody.
I am celebrating.
Today is the legal day. Is today the legal day?
What you mean today? Every day is legal now. It's passed through the Senate and Congress. We just waiting on state levels to break it down because it's decriminalized across the board. Don't you see? Well, y'all don't keep up with marijuana laws. I'm waiting to go legal because I'm finna get paid. You heard me?
Well, I don't keep up with it's legal here, so I ain't got.
Yeah, but you can't grow like you can have 2 to 4 plants. I've been looking up. Unless you have a license to sell a product, you can only grow 2 to 4 plants for each adult in the house. Not legally.
Not in Chicago. You can grow more than that.
No, in Chicago.
No, it was 5 plants, 5 to 7
per person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it was only 2 to 4, and maybe they've changed it since the last that I looked it up.
Well, the information I got was 5 to 7. Well, I'm about to look that up again. I'm gonna go back in there and look at that up.
And is that hemp or is that CBD? Hemp is different from medical marijuana.
Yeah.
So you can probably grow 10 of those.
Oh, you know what? I got it. You're right.
Because it's
So
and JB say still not legal on the federal level, but it's any day now. I know it's been passed through. This just hasn't been written in.
She said, and Divine said about 2 years ago, we thought Mama was having a stroke. She had all the symptoms. When she got to the emergency room, they said she was dehydrated. It scared me. Yep, dehydrated. I wish I could send you some of this with our own water, Divine, but I don't want to have it traveling across state lines.
You know how much it costs to send water is heavy.
Heavy. Yep, it's heavy. So I couldn't. Yeah, but man, I wish I could.
It'll cost you about $100 to send 5 gallons.
Yeah, but I wish I could just get you like 10 gallons of water there to you. Man. Just to get her going on that water. And your brother too. So let me know when your brother and them want to come together and go for the tour, the Zoom, the Zoom, because your mom could use it. Your mom could use it. You could use it.
Yeah.
Your kids can use it. Your grandbaby can use it just a little bit. But yeah, definitely you want to.
JB.
He said, "Don't hold."
It's too much money involved, bro. It's going through.
We're going to get to the machine.
It's too many people for it now.
She said, "We're going to get the machine."
I mean, people in power.
Yes. Lots of pockets being panned.
And the only thing that's holding it up now is Big Pharma.
Big Pharma.
Because let me tell you why they've been holding it up this long. Anything that comes from a plant, you cannot put a patent on because God made it. You didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can extract stuff from it and make a product and say, well, this is my product from this, but you cannot patent what you make the product from. You can patent your product. So that means if you come up with your own strain of weed, that's your strain, and you can put a patent on that, but you can't put a patent on marijuana because it's all natural plant. And you can't patent anything that God's made. No. And that's why the big pharma is trying to block this, because this is going to put opioids out of business.
Yep. It certainly will. It certainly will.
Because you can relieve pain and everything. And the same way that they concentrate opioids, you can do it with marijuana, except for you'll never overdose. You can't overdose because it doesn't have it doesn't, no, the level, you can have marijuana that's to the level to where you'll have anxiety because it'll make you paranoid and uneasy, but you cannot die from it because it doesn't go into your brain and hit those endorphins that causes you to asphyxiate.
Okay.
See, if you use heroin products, right, when you overdose, it attacks your heart and your respiratory system. So you most of the time you throw up and then choke on your vomit. Or either you foam or pass out, you seize. You can't do that off of weed.
No, you can't. Never heard of anybody
never. No one's ever overdosed off of marijuana.
Never.
You can die from alcohol poisoning, though. You could drink yourself to death. So if you legalize alcohol, which is one of the worst things a person can put in their body,
I kid y'all not,
and you got it in every grocery store, every gas station. How did they say in
restaurants?
Wait a minute. What's up? What Martin Luther King say? From every hamlet, they got alcohol. And that's ridiculous because it eat up your liver. It's bad on your heart. It's bad on your kidneys. It's bad on your bladder, your urethra, your skin, everything.
Your skin, your stomach, your heart, your lungs, your esophagus, your blood.
And it's all legal.
Your urinary tract, your kidneys, your liver. How much more I got to go?
Your prostate. Wait. Medea got a prostate.
Wait, your hair. It's your hair. Everything grows from blood.
Yep.
It affects. Alcohol is one of the worst drugs that's legal on the market. Everybody might have a drink from time to time.
They don't call it a drug, but it is a liquid one.
Yeah,
because it's a chemical compound.
They call it spirit because it ain't a good spirit.
It changes who you are.
Totally.
And it's things that you wouldn't do when you sober, when you on alcohol, you'll do.
If you on enough.
That's why for years, guys have always wanted to, when they want to date a woman and they want to have sexual relationship with her, they buy alcohol. Because what better way, to take somebody out of their right thinking than to use alcohol?
Get them. What? Okay. Let it in. Right. And here's the thing. You don't have to be stupid drunk. It's your chemistry, your own individual, unique body chemistry, how it works with that particular drug. And alcohol is a drug, y'all. Yeah, it is. It works with that particular drug. So some people can drink a fifth and just be drunk and just, but still be in their right mind, can go to work and all kind of stuff.
That's a functioning alcoholic. That's when you done had it in your system so long, you build up a tolerance to it.
And then some people can drink a fifth and be stupid
Hey,
drunk
Frugal,
in the hospital,
Edith
pooping
Rogers.
and everything else, then lost their whole balance on life, pooping in their pants and everything. But you got those who can drink it like that and those who can't. Some people can just have one glass of drink and be stupid drunk. It depends.
JB say he's seen more damage done by drunk people than he's
I've ever
ever
seen by
seen
anybody.
done by anybody who was high.
And you're gonna continue to.
And this is another thing. When you smoke marijuana, you ain't violent. It don't make you violent. Alcohol makes you violent.
Mm-hmm.
You be ready to fight.
Yeah.
And at the drop of a heartbeat, and look, it can't punch your way out of a wet paper bag.
I'm gonna tell you like this: most of them people who stormed the Capitol, I guarantee they were under the influence.
Yeah,
how
I
much
wouldn't doubt it.
Because they had to gain courage.
Wait a minute, they probably had some white lightning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They had to gain courage. Okay, and then also it was in numbers. They gained courage in numbers and in mind-altering substance. I guarantee you, numbers and mind-altering substance. That's how people gain a lot of courage.
Lee say she can't drink either. It takes her out of her character. It does everybody like that. That's why they call it spirits.
Yeah,
because it affects your spirit.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does. You know, and I've gone out and I've had a cocktail. Nothing that took me through a tumbleweed. But it really will. It'll make you change your whole aura on things. Yeah. And Jonathan, you're definitely right. And you never will see anybody be that, how can it, demonic,
irate
under the influence of weed ever. Now you might get
does it make you too calm?
Yeah, but you might get some brothers that might be high, that they ain't finna take no BS. They ain't gonna take no shit. But they might go there. But it ain't the weed that's taking them there.
And check this out. If you high on weed, if something happens and your adrenaline kick in, it'll make you sober real fast.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
You can't do that with alcohol.
Nope.
When you drunk, you drunk.
Yep.
The house could be on fire. You still drunk. Mm-hmm. You ain't finna jump up and run out. You gonna crawl out.
You be doing it alone. Just
if you've been smoking marijuana, you can come right on up out of there, run up out the house.
Just pour a little water on it. That's all you gotta do. Yes, and when you're stupid drunk, you can't even sit up properly.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna be what?
That's why I have a shot on a holiday, or like it's playoff time. When they get to the last game, I might have a shot, and that's it. If I buy a six pack lasts me. I got a case of beer in here. I done had that beer for a week, and I done drunk 2 beers out of it. 2. I will be moved in the other house. I'll be moving that beer when we leave.
And you got to watch it anyway, especially with weight. You trying to lose weight. Beer definitely put the weight on you because of the hops.
Yep.
The hops put the weight on your body. They make beer with hops.
Yeah, it's like a carb.
It's like carbohydrate. A grain. Yeah, it's like a grain, and it blows up. It swells, and it swells the body. You know,
and it got yeast in it.
Yeah, yeast put weight on you too. All of that does. Alcohol puts weight on your body. That's why you see people who drink profusely, they swell. You ever notice how swollen they look? Their face, their hands,
stomach,
especially the limbs.
And especially if they're a beer drinker. Beer, that's why they call it a beer gut. Because when you drink a lot of beer, it bloats you.
Mm-hmm. Wonder why. Can you give us a reason why, Jonathan? Jonathan said, yeah. He said he was working, but he said definitely he went. He said don't hold. He said where he said still not illegal. When he said no, he said nope. Working today, we'll come on when I get a day off. That's good. We would love to have you on too, Jonathan. We would love to talk about that and get a lot more information on it. More information that people can do some, be better informed. And they can also do a lot more research around that information for themselves, to be better informed for themselves, to make a better informed decision. And so the weed has been a problem for our men and women going to jail for years for a few dime bags. Less than an ounce, they get 15 years. You know, it's stupid. That was the start of the war on drugs.
That was the start of the pipeline
To
from
prison.
kindergarten
Yep.
to the jailhouse.
Yep.
And 3 strikes in the rule in California.
Mm.
If it didn't matter what them 3 strikes was for, if you got caught and you had marijuana 3 times and it was over a quarter a pound, 20 years. 20 years. They were just warehousing people for money because jails are private now. And if they don't make their quota of people for a year, the states have to pay them. And it's in their contract. How do you make a contract in you, the state, to pay somebody for warehousing people, putting them in a jail, in a minimum security jail? Because they don't put the ones that's on death row, they go to the original penitentiaries. These little small farms, they popping up in these rural areas to create jobs, you know, for the folk who stay out in the middle of the woods, and they making $40,000 a year, but the cost of living there is so much cheaper than what it is in the big cities. Their taxes are cheaper, their gas is cheaper, the rent is cheaper. You pull up, you ride through some of these little towns, and you be looking at these trailer parks, and the people got 40-foot boat in the yard and 2 brand new trucks.
Yep.
You know that they ain't paying but $500 or $600 a month for that trailer, and you making 40 G's a year. You can put some money in the bank. You can buy some stuff, and then if you the right complexion for the protection of the connection, you gonna go get some good loans. You can go and start businesses and everything else. But that don't happen in the inner city. But they take the people out the inner city and send them out to the rural areas to create work. So it's just another form of slavery. And they take those people out of these minimum security jails and go and work for the state, cleaning the highways. Y'all see them out there.
Oh, that, yeah.
Whoever owns those little penitentiaries, they getting paid for them people to do that.
Yeah, and also don't forget, let's not forget work release, where you're not in the penitentiary, you're free, but you have to go report on Fridays, and you don't get out until Sunday. You report to the Department of Corrections in your area, and work release, you go in there, and then they let you out. And a lot of times, if you don't have work, they help you get work. But sometimes when you're in there, like he said, they take people. Court releases you to do community service. Community service, that's work you're doing. Work that they need to be paying somebody for so that they can take care of their family and stop committing any crimes or anything else.
Exactly.
And they got inmates doing it, or people who've been found guilty.
And look how slick that is, T. So instead of paying people to work a job so they could take care of their family, you set it up to where people go to jail, and then it pays somebody else, probably a 1%er. You know, it's probably the 1% of the people own 99% of the wealth in this country.
But and guess
so they can't even squeeze no more money out the people because they got it all already.
Right.
If they take any more, won't nobody else have nothing. So you got how many people in America?
Millions.
I don't know. I'm just guesstimating. I don't know. 8 billion? No, I don't think it's that many. It's probably about 4 billion, 3 billion.
Hey Siri.
I know it's a lot of Chinese.
United States.
In 2003, 332,278,200.
That was in
it ain't even a billion people.
2,778,200. 332 million people here. 300 million. Jonathan just said it. Hey, Rosin, good morning. Hey, Christine, Daybreak. And Jonathan said, I don't really know why folks get beer guts. Probably from drinking and lack of exercise.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That definitely, because I know a lot of
What's
skinny
up, Daybreak?
white, blacks, and all alike.
Roslyn
Be
Cook.
in bars all the time. They drink all day long, beer all the time. And them guys and gals, some don't have no beer guts. They be thin as wind, but they don't have no beer guts at all. At all. So it's a variance. It's a variance. You know what? Give me a second, you guys. I just heard them call me. I'll be right back. I can hear. All right.
I'm gonna mute you. Oh, she already did. Yep. So I don't know how we went from medical marijuana to just medical. We start talking about hearts and blood and all kind of stuff. But anyway, today is April 20th, 2022. And this is like the holiday for medical marijuana being decriminalized from California, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Montana. It's a bunch of states over west. But now it's Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, New York, I think Delaware. I know Washington is legal there, so it's going across the country. So for 420, enjoy yourself. And this right here, this is not smokable product. This is very small. This is made from this. This is what you call the flower of medical marijuana. Now, the flowers are the buds on the plant. And if you have never seen marijuana growing and seen the buds on it, the flowers on it are as beautiful as roses and any other flower. They don't look the same, but the colors are really beautiful. Let me pull up some strains. I'm going to show you. Man, why does this puzzle thing keep popping up on here? I don't want to play no puzzle. I don't even know how this stuff get on my phone. Jigsaw art games. Thank you. All right, here we go. Medical, wait a minute. Medical marijuana strains. And there's only 3 strains of marijuana.
Here's a summary from Leafwell. Top medical cannabis strains: Blue Dream, Northern Lights, Sour Diesel, Black Magic Kush, Dutch Treat, LA Confidential.
There's only 3 major strains: indica, sativa, and rudder rails. The indica is the one that has you more calm, lay down on the couch and watch a movie, read a book type of feeling. And sativa is the one that makes you silly, you're energetic, stuff is just funny, it's a euphoric feeling, it's fun. And the rudder rails, it really doesn't have a high to it because it's not very high in THC. It's high in CBD, and it grows faster and it flowers faster. So what they do is they mess with the DNA of different strains, and they mix the rudder rails with it. They take, I don't know how they do this because I don't know how to extract DNA profiles and add a profile to a plant. You have to have a laboratory for that and a degree. in DNA procedure, something. I don't know. Edith Rogers say all of it put her to sleep. You have to get a strain that doesn't have a high dominant THC factor. So when you go to a dispensary like this right here, this is Reef Dispensary. This is from Las Vegas, California, Arizona. It's one of the largest dispensaries in the country. You can actually go in there like they're a doctor and tell them what your symptoms are or what you want to use the product for, and they'll show you the strains that fit that profile. And you can get it in all different strengths, different flavors. And I mean, you can't go in there and say, I want some grape, watermelon, and cherry weed. No, they have strains that have some hints of that flavor, but it's not like you can't go in there and buy flavored marijuana. That don't happen. I don't know why it ain't pulling my stuff up. Okay, let's do this again. Images of medical marijuana.
Images of medical cannabis. Okay.
I don't want to download and go on your stuff. Okay, now, man, what is going on? That's ridiculous. Everybody wants you to join and accept this and obey our rules. Come on. And then we can send you 100 other things to your phone because you agree to it. And I'm not finna do it. That's crazy. Oh, that's all right. I know what to do. I have pictures of my own stuff as well. Double your seeds in 24 hours. Error. Oh, there's some stuff happening with the internet. Oh, well. Let me go to my pictures and I'll show you from I just wanted you to show you some of the strains that are so beautiful. They come pink, purple, yellow, lavender. I mean, they come in a lot of colors like the rainbow. But because everybody think, well, a lot of people think weed is just green, but it's not. It's really beautiful. I would like to have a nice, expensive camera and just take pictures of it and zoom in close so you can see the colors. Now, this is something that I grew. I don't know if you can see those colors in there, but it's kind of purplish. And this is a very young plant. It's just starting to flower. So it's just going to the flowering stage. It's still got a month and a half of growth cycle left for it, to before it's fully matured. And that's something that I grew too. And that's green. But I also grew some purple. It was called Snoops Blueberry Cheesecake. And I want to show it to you. That's it as an immature plant just going into its flowering cycle. Now I want to show you the colors that this has changed into. That was it after it was fully matured. And I grew that right here, one plant in the backyard. And I don't know if this is showing the colors like I could see it. This is like got like purple and orange and reds. It's got a lot of colors. That's another one of the same off of that plant. That's one of the main buds off of the plant. I don't know if you can see the purple. I don't know if it's reflecting, because me looking at it, it looked like it's reflecting and you can't see the colors on it. Yeah, but that's Snoops blueberry cheesecake, and it's purple. That's another bud off of there. That bud is about 2.5, 3 feet big. A lot of people don't know how to grow marijuana like that in their yards. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to happen. And then if you have males around your females, you'll never produce buds. It'll just be all green. Like this. That's what it'll look like. And this is a plant in a pot. If I'd have put that in the ground, it would be twice that size. So I'm just waiting for it to get all the way federally legal. And then I'm going to be making products like this. This is a gummy from Dave in North Carolina. If I don't know if you can see that, Meadowview Farms gummies, Delta 8. Now they have Delta 10, which is stronger. And this is good for arthritis, rheumatism, gout, stomach ailments, any kind of pain, headaches. And this is CBD dominant. CBD dominant products for medical use is better than THC according to what you're using it for. If it's for the seizures and stuff like that, you have to have some THC, but CBD is a must because it's the ones that shut down those receptors that cause the seizures to happen. And Bill say, nope, can't see it really. Help me to see it in person. That's illegal. Unless you live in a state where it's, marijuana is legal, according to where you live at. Hey, Kimberly Mixon Dixon. Yep, but this right here, this was flour that I ground up, and now it's just like powder. And you would not be rolling and smoking that, because it'd just be, you could put it in a pipe and smoke it, but if you were rolling it, it would just be sucking all out of the back into your mouth. But I use that to make my other products, butter and coconut oil, cold pressed coconut oil infused. And that's the best way to ingest any marijuana product, is actually to do an edible, but it's also the most concentrated way. So that's why a lot of people don't like edibles, because they're so strong, but they're eating the edibles for the taste and not for the medical properties of it. You know, so if you got a brownie and it's 1,000 milligrams, you should cut that brownie up in about 6 pieces, especially if you don't smoke or use marijuana products regularly, because your tolerance is going to be low. It'll work very well for your arthritis, gout, stomach ailments. You know, the list is just long and very wide. But if you're gonna use edibles, be very careful. Take a little sample first. Don't just jump up and they got cookies or brownies or something. You jump up and eat a whole brownie, and now you sitting over in the corner looking at everybody paranoid, because you have put too much concentrated THC in your system. Now you won't OD. You'll probably end up, if you just lay down somewhere and relax, you'll just go to sleep. But you will be panicking if you're still trying to be up and function, which is not good. Hey, Kimberly Mixon Dixon. Yep. So
yeah. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Biz. So he said, Edith said all of it puts me to sleep, huh? Yep. Hey, Frugal, what's going on? So thanks, you guys. I apologize. I am working.
So if you're insomniac, you know what to do.
She said, nope,
go get you some edibles.
Did you read this one from Biz? Nope, can't see it. Would really help me to see in person. Can you send so I can see?
Yeah, I read that one.
So she doing something. Everybody put those thumbs up for me, as Kim asked. Please go back and go into YouTube and click those thumbs up for me.
And happy 420, folks. And we're not the only one that's going to be running the show on medical marijuana. Believe me, if you turn on your TV, it's going to be on the news, because they got picnics and parties in every state. Right now, they in downtown Atlanta, right across the street from the police station, right there next to the garden where I work, right next to the botanical garden. And believe me, the whole park is down there, and they got vendors down there. They selling marijuana pipes, papers, hemp products, clothes, hats, rope. I mean, anything that they use hemp.
They went crazy
to make for any type of marijuana product. They will have it for sale, and the police is not locking up nobody.
They done went hemp crazy.
Yep. Because you know you can make pants, shirts, shoes. They make hemp. They take hemp and make everything.
So can I get to a couple of you guys who haven't hit those thumbs up for me? Can you guys select those thumbs up for us, please? I see it's a few here from YouTube, but it's not as many thumbs up on YouTube. I'm looking at my data. So I'm watching the live data. Can y'all go back and hit those thumbs up for us, sister? I really appreciate it. That helps us with the algorithms. When you guys select those thumbs up for us, that really helps us with the algorithms.
Images of medical marijuana.
The better off we are.
Pictures of medical cannabis. All right.
when it comes time for sponsorship. So it really helps us. And then we can help us to help y'all even more so. People can win more stuff. Man, listen, I can't wait to be sponsored by these big people. Baby, bye. It's coming. But y'all gonna help me by putting them thumbs up. Put them thumbs up, okay? It's been a blast. I am not gonna be able to stay. I got to go back to work in 2 minutes, actually. There you go. So
I'm out of here on the hour. Soon as it hit,
you
I'm
ain't
gone.
got to wait the hour. Everybody, it's been a blast. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursday. I will be in full force and effect tomorrow morning with y'all.
That means we's gonna be some prayers and stuff going up tomorrow.
Prayers and everything going up tomorrow. So just know, remember, reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a prayer, a bottle of water, a few dollars, whatever you think somebody needs. Help them out. Look at show off over here.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is pretty. Yes, it looks like dew, a beautiful day in the dew and the mist and all. Fluffy flowers with fuzzy wuzzies all on them. Yeah, that's a pretty flower. Yeah, that looks good. It looks like you can just cook that in a pot with some.
That's what I'm saying. And these are actual flowers.
Yeah, and you can actually cook and eat it. It's an edible flower.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about it. So everybody, remember this. God loves you. I love you. I love me. We should all love each other and love ourselves tremendously. Don't worry about what you ain't got that somebody else got. Don't worry about all that. Just keep getting what you're supposed to get and just get more. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Be appreciative of what you got. And just
that's all it takes.
That's
Be
it.
grateful.
Everybody can't be the same. We all can't have no 24-inch waistline and all that. Baby, bye. Mine ain't 24, and I ain't gonna go back to 24 either. I just want y'all to know I like my bread, okay? But
I'll be happy as a homosexual with a bag of dicks if I get the 44.
Yeah, see, see, so you know, and guess what? God loves you. So remember this: love, peace, soul, hair grease. And what if your scalp is itching? Condition. What? Don't wash. Condition. Then you wash. And he's sitting up there saying, mm-hmm. No, y'all, wash before you condition. God bless you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on In My Element with Neela and Turk. We'll be here. God bless y'all. Peace. See y'all. I got alarms going off. I'll see y'all.
420.
All right, Turk.
All right, T. Love you.
Love y'all. Be safe.
All right, y'all. Peace. Blessings.